Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Yes, happy Friday. It is November 30th, the last day of the work week and the last day of the month.
On today's show,
yes,
Jamie Kennedy. Remember Jamie?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a comedy off-Broadway. He's going to be hanging out with us.
That
the Jamie
so
Kennedy
cool.
Project. Remember that show?
Such a good show. He is so awesome. I'm excited to have him on. My sister's a huge fan, so I texted her today. I said, guess who's on our show?
Yeah. Does she watch on occasion?
Yes, she will sometimes. Usually not.
Yeah. But she's busy.
She works.
She's got her life.
She works.
Okay.
She's got her life.
And she can't really, well, she can watch it online.
Yeah.
She just can't watch it, like DVR it.
Right.
Because she's not here.
Thank you for that.
She's somewhere else.
She's somewhere else.
Also, we go visit, as we continue to shop local, Barney Miller. Mm-hmm. Weren't we impressed by all the new gadgets that have come out?
Were we? We really were. We were at Barney Miller's, their store in downtown Lexington, and it was my first time in there. They have everything. They have everything. We had a great time with them. And
can't wait to show you some of the new stuff.
They've got some awesome products.
And then, of course, by the end of Saturday night, coming up Sunday, we'll have really a complete picture of what's going to happen with the bowl games that are rapidly approaching. So we brought an expert in to explain all of that to us.
Oh, yes. So stay tuned for that as well. It's going to be...
That'll be illuminating.
It is going to be illuminating. It's going to be effervescent, ethereal.
What else you got?
Eye-opening. It's going to be great.
All right.
Any big plans this weekend? What are you doing?
I don't know. It's a lot of pressure. You just put me under. I don't have any plans.
Oh.
Well, I always feel like, hey, there he is. What does he do? Nothing.
No one's thinking that. I'm sorry. It was just
what are you going to do then, socialite, butterfly?
Oh, gosh. One of our beloved LEX 18 employees is leaving. Alicia, you guys have heard us talk about her a million times.
She's not here today.
She's not here today.
She's already left.
She's already left. No, she's moving on to bigger and better things. We got her big going away party tonight. Did you get invited?
I think I did. Hi, Alicia. Yeah, I think I did.
You better show
Alicia.
up. Alicia.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Not
She's
really.
worked here for like 12 years, and you still don't know how to say her name.
I've gotten arguments about that with her.
With her?
Yes,
about
with her.
Her own name?
That's right. Alicia.
Right.
Or
you.
Alicia.
No,
it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It's in the mouth of the beholder.
That's not a thing. I'm going to call you Lay. It's in the mouth of the beholder.
Froderick.
Froderick?
It's Igor.
Oh, yes. Very fancy. Okay. No, so I'm going to that. And then I've still got to put up my Christmas tree. I've been meaning to do it since Thanksgiving, and every night I'm like, I'm too tired. I got to do that.
Unless you're hosting, do you really want to do anything?
Yes.
Okay.
It makes me joyous.
I don't.
I know you don't, but...
I love Christmas.
Why don't you do a tree?
Because then you got to take it down. Like, I'm tired already thinking about it.
It's just so wonderful to walk in your house and look at a gorgeous Christmas tree. It just kind of makes the season go, and it's just wonderful. Do you want to come stand in front of my house like you do anyway and stare in?
Right.
Look at that tree, Lee.
Yeah, can I get warm, please?
I'll put some special ornaments on that side of the tree by the window.
That'd be nice. Yeah, for me.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Don't you look at me.
Don't you look at me. All right, let's get to our hot topics today.
Okay, roll it.
Hot topics. We're starting with a viral video that features some Kentucky folks. This is Lexington native and Dunbar High School grad Blake Martin. Well, he wanted to do a surprise proposal to his girlfriend. Well, that proposal was photobombed. So Martin had planned to ask his girlfriend, Shannon Keene, to marry him on a wood bridge overlooking Beargrass Creek in Louisville. He had a friend to take the pictures. While Keene was peering over the bridge for a picture-perfect pose, Blake got down on one knee.
Perfect.
Well, when she turned, he said, will you marry me?
Yeah.
Well, the next photo, at the exact same time, a bicyclist comes barreling through. At the exact moment, she turns around.
Yeah.
The biker apologizes, but then just keeps going. Well, now the couple wants to find him because they think it's funny and say it's part of their love story.
Invite him to the wedding.
That's right, and she did say yes. He could do a quick drive-by at the wedding. Wheel in, wheel out. Congratulations.
I like that.
I think that's so cute.
A church sermon has gone viral because of the preacher's entrance. Instead of walking into the sanctuary, Pastor Bartholomew Orr flew in on a zip line.
What?
It happened at Brown Baptist Church in Mississippi. He says it really fit the message he was preaching, all about the second coming. Not everyone was impressed with the preacher's stunt. One critic said, quote, props are stage acts or for stage acts and shows, not for getting the message out. I guess he'll walk on water next, end of quote. And positive reviews too, though. Quote, all the foolishness that goes viral, let's make Jesus go viral.
I think this is hysterical. Look at this man. Way to go. He's getting people talking about it, getting his sermon out there, his message to folks.
I
think it's funny. I think it's funny, so though it's about the second coming. Like, that's how it's going to be. Jesus is like, oh, hang on. Oh, I'm stuck. Hang on. Oh.
Yeah, the good Lord's coming on a zip line.
Here he goes. Southwest Airlines is apologizing for a gate agent who reportedly laughed and mocked a little girl's name. So the child's name is Absidy. It's spelled A-B-C-D-E, as you see right there. Absidy is how they pronounce it. Well, the mother says the employees made fun of the child's name in earshot of the girl and her mom. Happened at John Wayne Airport in California. The employee noticed the girl's name. The agent snapped a picture of the child's boarding pass and posted it on social media.
Oh, okay. That's different.
No.
I didn't know that.
Yes. The airport says they sincerely apologize. They say the employee violated the golden rule, which obviously you don't share any customer's private information, i.e. the flight, her name, their destination. All of that.
Okay, I got a couple of things I want to ask. One of which is, you're right, the employee should not have done that.
Right.
Shared that on social media.
Right.
But why would you name your child A-B-C-D-E?
I don't know.
If John Wayne was alive, he'd have slapped that lady. That's crazy.
That's her business.
Why would you put that on a kid?
I don't know.
Speaking from experience, I know what it's like to be
name
mocked.
Children.
No.
You don't have any children.
No. Oh. To have a first name that is laughed and ridiculed.
What is your first name?
I shall not say it.
I already know it.
But the first day of the year was always horrific for me.
Oh, they say the first name.
They say the first name, and all my friends whip around and go, ha ha.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
So why would you do that to a child?
I don't know.
What was the girl's name? Abscess?
Absidy.
Absidy.
Absidy is how it's pronounced. It's spelled A-B-C-D-E. I don't know. I wish that we had that info in the story, if it's available, as to why they named her that, what the meaning is, or if the mom thought it was creative. You don't know that.
I guarantee it.
Maybe her mom is a spelling teacher, or, you know, there's some meaning. But hey, if you procreate, which should you? We don't know. You can name your child whatever the heck you want.
I will.
What will you name it?
Larry.
Wow. A little baby.
She's going to be beautiful.
She.
No, I don't know what I would name a kid, but I know it wouldn't be that.
Well, you're right.
That's a hardship.
But still, it's not okay for an agent that you're paying.
We know that. But I thought the story was going to go, well, she saw the name and said, what? And then, and now we're outraged.
No.
Well, but yeah, that's different. You don't put it on social media.
Yes, exactly right.
Discount shoe retailer Payless tricked a lot of shoppers by opening a fake luxury shoe store called Payless.
Oh my.
They filled the store with brands' inexpensive footwear and invited fashion influencers to come and shop. Some paid hundreds of dollars for shoes that typically cost about $40. Talked on camera about how luxurious they were. Payless made $3,000 in sales in just 3 hours. Buyers got their money back and got to keep the shoes for free. This stunt has gone viral. That's a great idea.
It is a great idea.
And it shows you how silly we are, and I'm as guilty as anybody, about buying something that's name brand.
I know. I'm
when
the same
in fact, the discounts are probably just as good quality.
Not always.
Not always, yeah.
But if these people that are social influencers or whatever, they're there touching the product, trying it on, it clearly had to be high quality for them to be willing and able to pay that amount of money for it.
Well, like Kroger dryer sheets are just as good as Bounce.
That's Lee's cause. He hasn't shared that
That's one
until
example
now.
I could give you.
He's been preaching that to me for years. Yeah. That and keep the compressions going should he ever have a heart attack.
Until help arrives.
Until help arrives. Police in Florida are looking for a burglary suspect who lost his pants during a heist. I hate that. Back on November 18th, the guy broke into a Hyundai dealership with a fire extinguisher. Well, his little shorty shorts came off while he was climbing in through the hole he created. He was able to pull them back on. Jeez, this is taking forever.
Looks like it's sped up on top of this.
Look at him. Well, he ended up pulling the pants back up. Oh, gosh, gotta go. He made off with a generator. He's still on the loose. They haven't caught this guy. Wow, he's no spring chicken.
Doesn't look like it. Unless he's, well, you know how kids today, they'll gray their hair up. I do that on occasion.
Yeah, that's true. This is actually Kelly Osbourne you're looking at.
Yeah.
Remember when she grayed her hair?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, look at this guy. They've got to catch him. That's somebody's grandpa, father.
But, I mean, that's a lot of effort to get a generator.
Just
How
a
about
generator.
just work for a couple of days and try to get enough money to go buy one, maybe, or save for 6 months, whatever you got to do.
Yeah, I don't know.